Hi everybody and welcome to Total Pilates Intro 2 class. I'm doing this because I've been asked to. Some people are saying that the Total Pilates videos online are quite strong, intermediate and some advanced, which actually is true. So I'm going to do these intro classes. There's going to be 2 of them for you guys to have a good go at for the next few weeks, developing them, doing them for longer than you're doing them for on the video, developing your strength. So this is a real good insight. I'm not going to go into the explanation that I did at intro 1, the introduction about Pilates, planks, abs, core, transverse, multifidus, pelvic floor. I'm not going to go into that. That's all on intro 1. Okay, so we're going to start off with a warm-up. But do remember, if you are a well-seasoned Pilates person, somebody else you might actually find this really useful because it's so good for your back, so good for your core, so good for your flexibility, so good for your posture. Yeah? So, hope you've got your water in your space. Let's get started. Lovely warm-up, nice and sort of slow but very powerful. Okay. So first of all, let's think of isolation. Feet hip width apart, switch your core on. We know how to do that. You either squeeze your backside as hard as you can or you pull up in front. Imagine you're stopping yourself having a wee. Okay, roll the shoulders back, one at a time. And forwards, one at a time. Hand on one shoulder, backwards. Forwards. Change. Backwards. Forwards. Arms up. Hips still. Working, isolating. Keeping the hips absolutely still. Absolutely still. It's as if your hips are in concrete. Now just your hips move. It's like your shoulders are in concrete. Yeah? Alternate side, side, center. Yeah? So we went side to side, then back, side to side, then back. Last set. Now, I want you to tilt your pelvis forwards and suck your bellies in, and imagine you've got hold of a big beach ball. Rise, grab it again. Rise, grab it again. Rise, one more time. Relax. Elbow, knee, elbow, knee, elbow, knee. I'm deliberately taking you off balance. Keep going. Once your body registers it's in balance, the core fires. So if we use balance, which we do in a lot of Pilates exercises, we know it's ultimately working the core too. Change sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, on your toes. Stand up on the balls of your feet. Balance improves with practice, by the way. It comes under these skills, motor skill umbrella. Flatten your feet. Rise up, flatten them and swing through. Rise up, flatten them and swing through. Rise. Swing. Rise. Swing, get the idea? Yeah? Okay now? Opposite. Elbow. Woohoo! Rest. Okay, let's get started. So, on your backs for shoulder bridge. There's many ways to do this exercise, many ways. And we can adapt it, it's amazing, but for this introduction class, we'll keep it nice and simple, okay? First of all, we'll begin with that pelvic tilt. And we're going to add a little bit in here called wagging the tail. Right now you're squeezing, lifting your bottom off the floor, but you're pushing your lumbar spine in, aren't you? You're pushing your lumbar spine in. So, hold it at the top, wag to the right, wag to the left, centre and drop. Tilt up, wag to the right, centre, wag to the left, centre and drop. Tilt, pushing the small of the back in, wag right, centre, wag left, centre and drop. Okay, now I want you to imagine your spine's like a bicycle chain with all those little notches on it, yeah? So, relaxing your upper body, keeping your core switched on, tilt your pelvis up and hold it. I want you to peel your spine off the mat, one vertebrae at a time, like a piece of sellotape coming off something because you've forgotten to put, like it's a piece of sellotape off an envelope and you're thinking, oh, I forgot to put something in there, and you would carefully unpeel the sellotape to get back into the envelope. So now we're at the top in what's called shoulder bridge. Alright, we're at the top. Drop, release, squeeze it back at the top. Drop a couple of inches, squeeze it back to the top. Pubic bone high as you can, drop, squeeze back at the top. In that position, move your feet in a little bit more. Yeah? Drop and squeeze. We've now got not just the glutes, we've now got the hamstring. Drop a little bit and squeeze. Drop and squeeze as hard as you can. Relaxing the upper body, making that really work for you. That is really going to work. You can feel the thighs, you can feel your bottoms, you can feel your hamstrings. Relaxing everywhere else. This is very powerful. 4, 3. Your bottom should be talking to you. 2. 1. I'm going to let you drop straight back down to give your backside a bit of a breather. We're now going to do a typical shoulder bridge. It's the exercises physios give out very commonly, yeah? Alright, we're going to do it together. Imagining that piece of sellotape that we took off, and now it's got to go back on without any ripples or any irregularity in it, yeah? So, shoulders relaxed, core switched on. Breathing normally, regularly. Some Pilates teaches you how to breathe in a certain way, some qualifications just tell you to breathe naturally. Tilt your pelvis together. Squeeze. Close your eyes. Imagine you're peeling that sellotape off the floor. Slowly lifting one vertebra at a time off the floor. Slowly. You can see them. You can feel them. When you get to the top in shoulder bridge, listen carefully. You are going to have to now attempt to replace each spiny, bony process back on the floor, one vertebrae at a time. And I know I'll struggle with my lumbar spine area, but I need to concentrate. I need to tilt my pelvis, I need to squeeze my backside to make sure I place down every single vertebra in order. so tightly bent, you know what I mean? Shoulders relaxed. So in your mind's eye, press the lumbar spine in, tilt the pelvis, slowly unpeel that piece of sellotape off that envelope, the last envelope in the world. Tilting that pelvis, squeezing those back sides till we get all the way up to the top in shoulder bridge. And here, this is where you really have to focus. Drop one vertebrae at a time. Don't rush it. Make sure you can see it. I sometimes push my back down here because I've got a real sticky bit in my lumbar spine and I need to connect it in order without missing any out. And when you've done that, straighten your legs and just let them go. It's a cracking exercise that. Okay, into a sitting position. Some of you may need to put your back against the wall. This is called saw. So some of you might want to put your back against the wall. That's a really good idea, by the way. Sitting up, which isn't easy. Oh, by the way, you can take your shoes off if you want to. You can have them on and off. I feel like I was born in them, so it doesn't come natural to me to take them off. Core switched on, back straight, neck long. I'm going to take my arm, I'm going to turn, obviously the mirror's in the way, and a wall might be in your way. I'm going to take the opposite hand towards the outside of the opposite foot. Now, because this is an intro, you can take the hand down to support you. Your bottom needs to be on the floor as much as you can. This is really hard. There's no kind of beginner thing for saw. Then we come back to centre. Nice and tall, core switched on. And then you can put the hand down, go to the outside of the opposite foot. But realistically, you're going to be on your calf, aren't you? But eventually, we hope to aim to have the hand on the outside of that foot, or outside of the leg, or outside of the calf. Come back to centre. Eventually, you won't have a wall behind you, hopefully. So the arm rotates behind, yeah? Come back to centre. It's not an easy one for any level, this. But it's a really good stretch. So I recommend you get your bottom on that wall and start getting your flexibility back into your body. I'm deliberately putting this in because some of the Pilates exercises do need a little bit of flexibility, so we need to be thinking about that. Come back to centre. That's all we're going to do with that now. So, we'll develop that. We've got a long way to go with this next exercise. It's called the 100. And you can do one leg hundreds, two leg hundreds, all sorts of hundreds. So let's start off with a very basic one. Okay. Now, we're going to do the basic level, intro level, but the legs, as we progress, will be in different positions. But for today, we're going to mess around with it a little bit. Develop it only a little bit. Okay, shoulders relaxed. Feet on the floor for now. Lift your head and shoulders up. Arms out. And all we're going to do is turn those arms into pieces of wood. And we're going to breathe regularly. On some Pilates qualifications, they want you to breathe in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale for 5, 4, 3. I want you to decide what suits you. but make sure you are breathing. Last 8, 7. Can you see how my arms are like pieces of wood? They're not bending, are they? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yeah, so on some videos, some classes, some qualifications, they'll tell you to breathe in longer and exhale longer. Shoulders relaxed, take the right leg parallel with the left thigh. Lift up, let's go. Not too many. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Some actual videos qualifications tell you as well to leave your head on the floor or put it on a yoga block. Yeah? So they're all ideas. Or a cushion. So if your neck aches, cushion, yoga block. Yeah, have a think about that. Change legs. Pause switch on, let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Now, we're going to develop it to the one leg 100. Shoulders relaxed. Core switched on. Listen carefully. I want you to imagine, this is awful, I want you to imagine you've got your legs in plaster of Paris. So you can't bend or straighten them, yeah? So, all piece of metal that's bent, listen up, shoulders relaxed. We're going to float a leg up like this, and then we're going to float it back down. Did you notice how I didn't change the angle of my knee? I lifted the whole leg up from the hip. I didn't bend the knee more, and I didn't straighten the leg more. Yeah? Let's do that. Lying back. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1. And what people tend to do here, they tend to drop the heel, bend the knee, taking the heel closer to the bottoms. Yeah, we don't do that. We don't bend the knee to bring the heel closer to the bottoms. You have to keep the hips still. Keep the pelvis stable. This is actually quite a strong exercise. Keep your core switched on. And the tempo also raises the intensity. Do you know what I mean? So the slower we do certain exercises, the harder it can become. Likewise, the very few exercises we do fast, the actual speed of that makes it harder by being fast. But rule of thumb is, most of Pilates has 2 speeds, slow and slower. Keep going. I wish I could see you because I'd be correcting you. And that's why as a personal trainer I find delivery on video difficult because I'm used to seeing you and doing and correcting you. Okay, have a rest. Let's do leg slide. A lot of these are Joseph Pilates' original exercises. He created them in the early 20th century. He created about 32, I think. Some of them were rubbish. Some of them weren't people friendly at all. So luckily we moved on with his concept, which was brilliant, and created more people friendly. But a lot of what you've done today has been some of this as well. Okay, shoulders relaxed. Think of a marble. Switch your core on, lift your left foot and rest it on the marble. Marble, so it's that close to the floor. Core switched on, keep your hips still. We're going to slide the leg out, leg slide. And imagining that your heel is on the marble. So when we extend the leg fully, we connect in our mind's eye with the heel and the marble. We're not pulling the leg back through the hip or through the groin or through the knee. Yeah? And switch. What I sometimes do, guys, is I sometimes drop my leg deliberately to kiss heel to make sure I've still got a marble under there and I'm not lifting my leg high as if it was on a tennis ball or a netball. So it's really important on the leg slide to keep your consciousness that where your foot is needs to be maximum an inch off the floor, maximum, guys. So every now and then you'll see me just touch the floor, and that's me just making sure I've got my foot in the right place. Core switched on, shoulders relaxed, change. Leg slide. We can do a lot with the leg slide. These are all base level. The only thing that doesn't change much was the saw. The rest of them are all modified. They all grow. We had arms, we had weights, we had legs. But we're just doing an intro. Have a break. Now, we've done a lot of anterior work. We've done some posterior work in the intro one. Now we're going to do some side lateral work. And for the purpose of the intro class, we're going to keep our feet on the floor. But that changes later on. Yeah? Alright, guys. Shoulders relaxed. Core switched on. Feet on the floor. And all we do, take the knees slowly over to one side. 4, slow. 3, 2, and 1. Then we bring them up, 2, 3, back to centre. What I want you, and change on the other side, what I want you to think about, guys, is keeping your shoulders down. It's not easy to try and keep the focus, not just on rotation and lateral work, keeping your shoulders down. We must do this with control because our backs are involved. Anything involving your back must be done slowly. When we progress this, we won't have the feet on the floor. Okay? We won't have the feet on the floor. Now let's just move on a little bit with this. What I want you to do is leave your legs out on the right. Lift the left arm up. Bring it over to the right. And place it back down. Then bring the knees up to centre. Take the knees over to the left. And stiff on this side. Lift the right hand off, comes all the way over. Then we go opening up our chest and shoulders. Then we bring it back up to centre. I love this exercise. It's like involving strength and stretch. It's like a compound exercise. One more time each side. Over to the right. Left arm comes up. Shoulders come up. Back up to centre. Repeat that for the last time on the other side. Tabletop position, because all the videos, not true, some of the videos will have a tabletop in. I'm just going to introduce it here with a tabletop tap down. Tabletop tap down. Okay, starting from this position. I'll show you. Core switched on. Tabletop, tap, tabletop, drop. Yeah, should we do it slowly together? Shoulders relaxed. Core switched on. Remember our legs in plaster of Paris. Do you remember that? drop and land. Yeah? Core switched on, right leg, tabletop. Drop to a slow tap. I like this exercise. To a rise. Drop it to land it. Keeping the hips really still. Core switched on. Tabletop lift, slow. Drop it to a tap. Lift it to another tabletop. Drop it to land it. Off you go. Do you know, it's lovely to revisit these exercises. It's okay with my power Pilates and my total Pilates, but it's so lovely to strip it back to authentic Pilates. I like that idea. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed teaching this one and the last one, to be honest. Okay, relax. Now, bring your knees into your chest. And I want you to rock. Can you see me? I want you to do nothing else but rock. And this involves not just strength, back flexibility. So just do your very best with this simple rock. And it's not that easy, is it? So it's all right, people saying, oh, off we go, we do this. No, everybody can do this. But this is a great mobilizer. So, pull your left leg. Take your right leg out. Bring it back in. Switch. I just want you to get used to these stretches. Holding them. If you feel it's a little bit too much, lie back. Head on a yoga block or on a cushion. I'm just introducing you to some leg stretches. And what we can do here, guys, is take it out, take it up, take it down, bring it back in. Take it out, take it up, take it back, bring it back in. Now, the lower you go with the leg, the harder or the more work through your back. So if you've got a bad back, you don't want to be taking that leg so low. So you might go out, drop, out, back in, yeah? Out, drop, out, back in, yeah? You really do just have to do whatever fits with you and your body, yeah? It's all about listening to your body, adapting the exercises to suit you. One more each side. One more exercise to do, and it's a rocking exercise. What we do, I want you to all sit up on your sit bones. We're just doing a couple of minutes on this. Sit up on your sit bones. Round your back in what we call C shape. Suck your bellies in. Tilt your pubic bone up towards your faces. And come back to sitting, straight back, fold down, lengthen through your arms, tilt your pubic bone up towards your face, squeeze your back side, come back to straight back. So we're going from straight back to C shape, sucking, rolling, lifting, tilting, squeezing, and come back up. Now, one of the exercises in Pilates is rolling back and being able to come back to a sitting position. that's going to be your homework. Making a C shape, rolling back, getting back up, straight back. Make a C shape, rolling back, come back up, straight back. Yeah, that's quite hard. Alright? So just do your best. You might want to just practice your C shape. Yeah? That's going to work for some of you, isn't it? Let's have a stretch. Okay. Knees bent. Pull my pants up. Right leg in the air. Point and flex. Again, if you can't get your leg closed, get an old tie or a dressing gown belt and put it around the leg so you can bring it in. Point and flex. This knee needs to be straight in order to get the stretch that we want, guys, yeah? Imagine that your foot's a paintbrush and draw the biggest circle you can, but keep your foot rotating, but your leg still. Change direction. So I'd recommend you do Pilates intro 1 and 2 before you start having a go at all the other stuff on there. Change, point and flex. On YouTube there's chair classes, Zumba, boxing, stretch and relaxation, tons of bumps, total Pilates, core wall classes, band classes, plate classes. It's about 40. Draw a circle. Doing that stretch and relaxation will be good as well for your flexibility. I thoroughly recommend you doing that as well as the intro. Intro Pilates, intro 2. Doing your stretch and relaxation. Okay, knees in. Take the knees apart, really push them apart. You have a choice here. You can have your knees bent or have your legs straight. It's entirely up to you. But again, you can have that belt around your legs to help you. Back to center. Now, feet apart, shoulders relaxed, feet apart, knees apart. Take your legs to the left and listen carefully. Your left leg is on the floor. Pick the foot up and rest it on the right. And try and relax. Release. And because it's the back, we come out of this very, very slowly. Shoulders relaxed. Over to the right. Picking that right foot up, resting it on the left thigh. Shoulders relaxed. Come back to center. Arms above your head. Let your hands rest on the floor. Lift your heads off. Drop your head back. Now step your feet out, pointing the feet away. Imagining you've got somebody holding onto your wrists, pulling you in one direction, and somebody holding onto your wrists, your ankles, pulling you in the opposite direction. Imagine lengthening that vertebrae, stretching, growing. And now release, take your arms down by your sides, let your legs flop apart. Let your feet fall out to the side. So, how was that? I hope you feel empowered regarding Pilates, because I've got like 26 different fitness qualifications, and I'm an MVQ assessor, and I also write the industry's qualifications and assess them too. So of all the skills I have, if someone said I can only keep one skill, I can only do one type of class, I'd have Zumba for fun. Absolutely love that. That is just brilliant. I mean, it really is. It's awesome, shaking what your mama gave you and all that. That's great for fun and heart and cardio work. But Pilates, total Pilates, pretty awesome stuff. Strengthen. You've got like 650 muscles, and you really do connect with a lot of them in a Pilates class. It's very intelligent training. But anyway, share the love, spread it around, tell someone else they can do Pilates. Don't take no for an answer, because lots of physios recommend it and refer people to me because of issues, problems with back, spines, legs, knees, all sorts of things. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoy the rest of my classes on YouTube, and keep feedback coming back. Let me know what you think of everything, and I look forward to sharing this with you again. Okay, take care. Sawasdee ka.